At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
There we go. We are live. Welcome back for another episode of Vibra live stream. We're going to be doing Hex news tonight with Hex Machina. We're going to get that started up again. He was doing that over on the Discord Syndicate channel. So we're going to be running that on Wednesday nights over here. And, you know, he'll be doing his thing again, which will be good to see. So we'll be doing that Wednesdays, and then Saturdays we'll have our regular stream where we'll be having guests on and talking about some new projects and stuff news and stuff we've been seeing in the markets. So it's been it's been a crazy week. We saw Richard on Fox News today with Charles Payne, which was great. That means we're getting in front of a whole new audience. He got to answer a bunch of questions. You know, hopefully a lot of people go to the website, check Hex out now, and the future's bright. Everyone. Oh, hold on, that's right. We started up the Bitcoin Customer Service Center here because we've been having a lot of people, needing help with their Bitcoin. So we figured we'd do something. So this is the Bitcoin Customer Service Center. Can help you.
Hello, is this Bitcoin customer service or blockchain customer service, perhaps?
Yes, this is. Can I help you, sir?
Oh, yes, sir. I don't know. You may have heard of me. Many years ago. I bought a pizza or two with some Bitcoins, and I just wanted to know if there was any chance that I'd be able to return them. And get for a full refund of all the Bitcoins.
Well, sir, I think Bitcoin is down about 60%, 70% right now. It doesn't look good, but we might be able to give you some Litecoins.
I've never heard of Litecoin. I only know about Bitcoin and pizza. I'm sorry.
Well, sir, do you still have the pizzas?
I still have the pizzas, yes. They've been frozen, so they should still be good. That's why I think it would be fair for me to bring them in and get a full refund. So, where is the Bitcoin headquarters address? Could you locate that for me so I could visit during normal business hours?
Sir, I believe that address is on Uranus, the planet. It is not on this plane. Sir, hold on one second. I need to let me bring in one of my associates. He might be able to help you out. And there he is.
Man, you guys, Bitcoin customer service sucks. You guys are the worst.
Hey
man, you're gonna get me my pizza back, or get me my Bitcoins back. I mean,
we thought we would help out. People do need help with the Bitcoin. It's a tough world out there. But Richard's on Fox News now. Things are starting to happen in the Hex world. So
I heard that. What's that guy's name again? He did the. I saw he commented on a tweet, or someone commented on one of that guy's tweets. What's his name?
Charles.
That's right. Somebody commented on one of his tweets about Richard, and then he was like, only if he brings those watches or something like that. And that's like what started the whole thing. So it's like just little little freaking tweets like that, like little replies, and you never know what's going to come of it. That's what I've always loved about Twitter, is that you have direct access somewhat to some people, and some people are really active and responsive, and it's cool. But so welcome to Viber Live, and how's everything going, man?
Good, man. Busy trying to talk to some people behind the scenes with some new projects launching on Pulse Chain, trying to get into some new communities, just bridge out, get some new people, get new eyes in front of Pulse Chain and Hex. And the bear market, now is the time. People are here, they're serious. No one's here clowning around right now.
Yeah.
People they're for a reason. So like now's the time to grow, to build. So I want to just thank everyone for being here tonight, for the support.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Graphene, Mobius, always good to see you. Thomas Turner, Russ, thanks for joining us. I know there's some other streams going on. I think I saw that Clown is streaming. I forget. Oh yeah, Joker. He's streaming. I don't know if the other guys, the Biz Pulse guys, are streaming or not, but there seems to always be a pretty good variety of streams of crypto and Hex ecosystem, Richard Hart ecosystem streams, man. There's tons of stuff out there. So the fact that you guys came and decided to hang out with us, we very much appreciate it.
Heck yeah. But it's perfect time, Richard on Fox News. What a time to bring back the Hex News show. One of the award winners at the Hex conference. We went out there, and
that's right,
won an award as one of the best Hex streamers. So we got to get him back, and let him do his thing.
I got to talk to RG and Kinetics and let give him the official news. I was still mulling it over, whether or not I was going to try to keep doing both, or whatever it was going to be. So, but I decided that time is very limited, and I would like to focus on what we got going on. I think it's honestly, there's enough Hex streamers out there. We got Hexo streaming for the next 555 days, so he'll be doing his thing. That was I kind of took the torch from him as far as Hex News goes, on Discourse, because if anybody doesn't know, he was one of the original Discourse guys that started the channel with RG and Kinetics and them guys. So yeah. Well, anyways, it's cool that he's going to be doing that. Sandra, what's up? Good to see you, Sandra. It's Marion. What's going on? Great to see you. So yeah, we do things a little differently here. We're not an only Hex stream. We do talk about other stuff. We talk about other stuff, like the stuff that everybody talks about, all the Hexagons talk about. We talk about Hedron. We talk about PLSD. We talk about all the other ones that have come out, or that are coming out, I should say. All the ones that have come to our attention. So, but we also like to focus on other things that we believe are promising and good technology. So yeah, and basically that's what we do here at Viber Live. For anyone who hasn't seen one of our shows before, I'm not sure if Marion's ever been here before. So, but yeah, awesome, great to have you guys. So I am going to do the Hex News thing. I'll do just this. It's going to be it's not going to obviously be a 1 hour long all Hex News stream, but I just wanted to start doing a Hex News segment, basically, kind of like similar to what I did on Discourse, but just a little bit more compressed, a little more consolidated, so that we can have more time to do other things and talk about some of the other awesome things that are going on out there. So
yeah, because I have, and people at our team, we have the time during the day to put the work and the research in, to look at other projects, to vet them, look at other chains, see what else is going on in crypto, so we can do that research that people don't have the time to do. So when you've been doing it for 3.5 years now, literally watching YouTube videos, reading articles, it's just every day learning. And it's just, you start to recognize certain traits in projects and coins that are necessary for them to thrive. And then you kind of see where things are going in industries like gaming, that metaverse, that's a huge narrative, NFTs, and just kind of being a little bit ahead of that curve. And now what we're focusing on is more of like the green coins, the ISO narrative, the anchor coins, Quant, XRP, XDC, stuff like that. So, we want to kind of blend that stuff, which is, I think, just as important as your Hex portfolio. I'm, diversified. I would say 65% of my portfolio was in Hex, and then, more sacrifices and whatnot. But that other 35% is going to be important. When regulations come, there's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of new coins that start thriving, and you're not going to recognize, where'd this come from? And that's the stuff that we're putting the time in right now to understand, to figure out what else is going on out there, so we can tell you guys about it. And that way, you can do your own research, obviously, on top of it, but at least you'll have kind of like a foundation to, start for, or just like a couple lists. We're going to start doing that, creating lists of like $1,000 portfolio outside of the Hex community, or outside of the Hex Richard Hart ecosystem, what would you buy with that and stuff like that, just to get them out there just for you guys. And because that's what we do every day. So why not share it?
Absolutely.
Everyone.
Adam has the amount of time that he spends looking into this stuff, it is a full-time job, which is why it's literally his full-time job. So, but
Exactly.
yeah, no, I really appreciate it, and that's why we want to share it with you guys, because there's whether people talk about it or not, everybody is curious about other good things, right? If there's some good shit going on out there, you want to know about it, right? Whether Richard made it or not, right? Richard's not going to he's not going to be the only one that's going to make any good products, right? Let's be completely 100% honest about it. He's not going to be the only one. You really don't want to have your eggs all in one basket. Listen, for a while, Hex was the only thing, right? It was nothing touched it, right? But we're starting to see that kind of normalized now, and it's kind of falling into a more of a, more of like a not such a volatile. It's volatile, but you know what I mean. It doesn't pump like crazy lately. It doesn't fluctuate massively right now. It's kind of just like stuck sideways, down, sideways, a little bit up, a little down. It's just, so, but during this time, if you were smart and you were paying attention, there were other opportunities that you could have gotten into if you open your mind up, right? You got to open your mind up to these things. And we've been talking about, for instance, Sologenic since before they did their snapshot for their big airdrop, right? So, we wanted to tell you guys about all that. That was a great opportunity. And then at that time, we didn't even know about Corium yet, which now, just for having Solo, now we're getting Corium every month airdrop to us. I mean, it's awesome. These and this is, you can look at it one of two ways, right? It's like you're getting into something and it's a future like endeavor, right? That you want to hold forever. Or it's free money, right? If you need some money, you sell some. Look, I sold some of the Corium I've got. I've gotten a decent amount of Corium from my Solo holdings. I needed a little bit of money. I sold a little bit of it. You know why? Because I know I'll probably replace it next month with next month's airdrop. So, but you got to open your mind, people. You got to open your mind, right? Can't be stuck. Can't be a maximalist. Listen, I love Hex. Absolutely love it. Still have just as much faith in it as ever. More faith, actually. I think it's actually held up pretty well with everything that we've been through in recent times.
Yep. So. And 100%. And I love it just as much. It does have problems though. Like, today, like the other day when we were ending my stake there, it cost 0.06 ETH to end a stake that was for just over a year. That's too much money. So
Yep.
Pulse Chain's going to save that. So, that's not Richard's fault. I'm not going to knock him for that.
No.
Ethereum sucks, but that just right there, that is going to.
Well, I think what happened, I think Richard saw, he's got the foresight to know that Hex was not going to reach any sort of mass adoption just on Ethereum. Like with the limitations that Ethereum has put on us Hex stakers, and we don't even know what an actually long stake is gonna cost to end, right? I mean, we don't even know what a 10-year stake's gonna cost. We don't know what a 5, 6, 7-year stake's gonna cost, let alone a 15-year stake, right? I mean, we could be talking a lot of money, and we just don't know. We're not there yet. So I think Richard had the foresight and said, listen, Hex is never going to take off the way it really could unless we solve that problem. So that's where Pulse Chain comes in, and we just got to patiently wait for it, I always say, you got to just remember, you don't want it to be released and there be mistakes. Everybody wants to see that. It's going to be exciting, right? But you don't want them to release it, and then there's some fatal flaw or error that they missed that they could have caught if they had just been more, taken the more time. And what if it comes out some fatal flaw, and then it just, like, a ton of people lose faith in it and it fails, right? There's no guarantee Pulse Chain's gonna succeed. Look at all the chains out there. There's tons of blockchains out there. They haven't all succeeded. I mean, there's plenty that have, but they don't all. And if a fatal flaw happens right after Pulse Chain launches that fucks with people's money, you can bet that it's going to be, it would be a major problem, and it would hamper adoption. So you just got to remember, if you're not being patient, then you're not thinking smart. You got to remember, if it's going to be good, it's going to take time. That's it.
Right. That's such a good comment by Russ there. And, I was looking through one of the websites earlier, just kind of looking through the news, and one of the articles was literally talking about someone in the Solana community was suing them for being an unregistered security. I think one of the holders or something. It was.
Wait,
I was trying to find it right now.
Holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was on. Here we go. Yeah, I got it right here, so I'll pull it up in a second.
Yeah,
after you
go ahead, throw it up there. That's fine.
Yeah, it's right here. I mean, look at this. Solana Labs and Multicoin accused of violating securities law by Solana investor.
Interesting.
Solana's token is an unregistered security whose insiders have benefited while retail suffered, the suit alleged. The suit accuses the founder of securities fraud, basically.
Yeah, we're going to see this. We're going to see more things like this popping up. Everybody better be prepared, because something's going to go down with Tether, and it's going to cause you. If you think that this shit with Celsius and Luna was big, when the Tether bomb explodes, man, Tether's tied into everything in crypto, man. Like, it's tied into every exchange, everything.
About the co-founder that we dug up the other day?
Oh, I can't remember. Refresh my memory. I can't remember what it was.
One of the co-founders was a childhood Mighty Ducks actor.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and he got invited to the island down there in the Caribbean, where I'm not going to say the name of it, but he was down there and on a science meeting or something with like a theoretical physicist, like a NASA engineer, and some like Nobel Prize winner, and he had never even gone to college, and he was there, and they were like, what the hell is he doing there, pretty much. And this is the co-founder of Tether. So, but then we had at the same time another article coming out saying, from the CTO of Tether, saying, look, these other hedge funds are just putting us on blast. They're just crushing us with all this FUD and all these articles. And they only have like 8 out of their $45 million is not in cash. So it's,
wow.
So they're coming down out of their bad debt and, into backing it 1-to-1, but it's still not perfect. So, who knows? You see FUD on both sides. So
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah, bit finesse. Good point, man. Seeking the deepest understanding of a thing or process may be the greatest risk management tool. Very true, man. You got to spend the time and you got to look into it, right? You can't just trust what guys on YouTube say, right? You can't just trust what guys on Twitter say, no matter how many followers they have, right? Look at all the furus that wrecked how many people, countless people that just so they can make a buck, and so a lot of the stuff's coming to light now. So
And well, I had multiple people that had money on Voyager, and I told them 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, get everything off of there ASAP. I had them selling all their stuff for Cardano and withdrawing it all to Atomic Wallet, where they could swap it back for Solana, Avalanche, VeChain, all these coins that you could keep on Voyager and get interest on, but you couldn't withdraw them. You could only withdraw
right.
ERC20s or a select few of coins. So I was like, look, get everything off. And one of my friends was just like, oh, yeah, I'm up at the lake. I'll get to it. He never did. He calls me today. He's like, dude, my 12 grand stuck in there. Should have taken it out. I was like, well, there's your lesson. And
Dude,
people,
that's so bad.
they don't listen. And, it's a shame to see, man. It sucks.
Yeah, it does, man. It's never cool to see people losing money.
So we
So,
saw it coming too.
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You got to be careful out there, people. That you can never freaking be too careful. Put your seed phrases down, put them in 5, 6 different places. Make sure they're all secure. Write it down in a weird order only on the paper. It's one of my little tricks, just in case I lose a piece of paper with my MetaMask seeds on it. Pretty good chance that the person's gonna have no idea what it is. And then good luck trying to figure out what order the words go in. But just a little extra, tiny little thing that could help. Where'd Adam go? So anyway, right now we are sitting at, let's see what Nomics got us sitting at actually. So Nomics has us sitting at 0.037, just almost 4 cents. I didn't bring the chart up. Let me bring the chart up. Let's take a look at the old Uniswap.vision chart.
There we go.
All right. So, like the 4-hour. There was that run up we had there. We had a good little run up for a couple days. We got right up to about 5 cents, and then it came back down. Now we're stuck in that 3-4 cents again. Unimax, yes, I did. I stream. I did this show, Hex News, actually on Discourse Syndicate. I think I did about 50 shows roughly. So, but yeah, did that for a few months. I have now migrated that show to this channel. So with my boy Adam and the Vibra team. All right, so that's where we're at. Just about 4 cents, just under. Let's see what T shares are doing. So let's see. If you've seen what Whalebot's been doing lately. He's been putting what the dollar value of the payout is, and I think that's pretty cool. The U.S. dollar value of it.
Yeah, I like that. How you can see it clearly.
Yeah, it's cool, right? So it's like then you can do the quick maths in your head and think, oh well, however many T-shares I had. If I had 100 T-shares, well then I got what is it? Payout is 23 cents. 23 cents per T-share. So what is that? $23, $200, $23. So yeah. Anyway, so 0.037 T-share, $866. That's really cheap for a T-share right now. It's crazy, guys. The actual payout has been over 6, which is awesome. Steadily every single day. I haven't seen it go below 6 in quite a while. Actually, let's look at daily stats and see.
Yeah, it has been up over 6.
Yeah.
consistently. 6.1 even. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've had some good ones. And as we know, man, that there's a good chance this is just gonna keep going up as time goes by. There's no guarantee of that. It's not like the T-share. The T-share rate is different. T-share rate does always go up, but the payout doesn't necessarily always go up. But it's
Yeah.
likely that it probably will
We get
follow.
if we get a nice little another like chop sideways in big, if like Tether or something else goes down and we get another leg down, which I don't see us not. The only thing that does see me only seeing like a quick dump and then a recovery real quick is you see Crate Mad Money and all these guys saying, "Oh, we're going lower. There's no use for crypto." Rah rah rah. So the fact that they're still saying that makes me think that there's still, another leg down, but also it makes me bullish once you start hearing, that it can't, it's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
There's so much fudding you can do before.
Right. So look, I mean, we're all the way. I'm all the way back to May 8th, and we're still at 6.1. I haven't. So okay, here we go. This is right about. All right. So here it was. It hasn't been since April 21st. April 21st was the last time that the payout dropped below 6 hex per day. Or I'm sorry, 6 hex per T-share. So that's pretty awesome.
Is that what's the average length now? Is that keep consistently going up from 6.41 to where we are now?
The average, like the global average.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see if that's still there. So, yeah, that's been steady going up too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're at 6.6. We're approaching 7 years, and I mean, I can't stress enough how amazing that is, because in order to get an average of almost 7 years, I mean, you got to have a lot of 10 and 15-year stakes in there. You know what I mean? So, hey, listen, that's that. All that shows you as that time period, as that average stake length gets longer, it really just shows you mathematically, right? Statistically, that it shows you that there is more faith in the product as time goes by, right? I mean, otherwise, we would see that number going down.
We're well over, we're 2.5 years in and the stake lengths are going up. I mean, that means people have more faith in the system than they did, which with the price going down, with all the FUD happening, I mean, that's all you need to look at right there. I mean, if you're smart, if you're intelligent, you can, and you say this, for all the people that Richard reached today that never heard about Hex, they go to hex.com and they click on, I mean, all the FUD stuff is right there. The website is so good now that they can easily get to this stuff. And anyone that's smart will see this and be like, wow, that the stake length is going up on day 947. So
Yeah.
People must be more confident in this.
You know what got me? It was like the end of 2020 when I first started. Hold on, let me get the. So when I first started looking into Hex, it was at the end of 2020, and like December 2020, and then, oh my God, what was I gonna say? I literally just so the thing that gave me confidence in it, because I'm not, I wasn't just gonna jump in, right? Just without doing at least a little bit of research, and I didn't know shit, right? To quote what's her name from Ozark, I didn't know shit about fuck when it came to blockchain. Ruth, yes, thank you, Ruth. To quote that's like one of my favorite quotes ever from a show. I love that shit. It's hilarious. So legendary, absolutely. So I didn't know anything about that, right? Nothing. I wouldn't have even known what I was looking at. But what I did see was when I downloaded Staker app, and this is before I even did anything, and you can see the global numbers. but that section they have where you can click on what is it? The here, let me look at it. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the I think it's like the highlights, I think they call it. Yeah, highlights. Right on your homepage at the bottom, you get the highlights like past 24 hours. And that's where you can see, they put on like pretty much big transactions only. But when I was first looking into it, man, I would start looking, I would click into these stakes and I would look at these people's stakes and I was seeing the amount of interest that they were getting on these stakes. I mean, and earlier on, the APYs were insane. Like when I was looking at this in 1220, I'm sorry, in 2020, the APYs were just like they were outrageous. There were way less stakers, splitting up that yield. So everybody was getting massive APY. I mean, like a 1 year stake. If you did a 1 year stake at the, from like 2019 to 2020, say, like from the very beginning to like 2020, yeah, that would you probably would have got like 80% APY or some crazy, So I was watching that and I would look at it and I would see, damn, dude, this is insane. The amount of money these people are making on these stakes. So that's what got me into it, is like literally was just data and numbers. And that's what's so good about Hex and the community, is how much of this shit that we've all compiled. I mean, all these sites are all community made, Apex.win is Whalebot. Whalebot obviously is Whalebot, but Hex Daily Stats guys, the guys who created the all the marketing sites, Hex Noob. I mean, there's just so much good data out there, so it really enables you to do your proper research and find out all the information you need to know. All I had to see though was right on chain. I was watching those, seeing how much interest, how much money those people were making on those stakes, and that was all I needed to know. I sold all my silver, every coin I had, dumped it all into Hex.
Smart.
It was the best move I freaking ever made.
Right now, I mean, there's very few coins that are down, to the year to date up. There's probably 20 coins or so that.
Yeah, if we look at Nomics, there's not many. Hex is not one of them anymore, unfortunately.
No.
But it's not down much, I don't think, from on the year. I went way too far. Well, it's 56%. That's not too great, but yeah, for a while there, we were one of the only ones.
Yeah. That's depressing. Is Tron is up 6%. That's like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, because I mean, last year was when the gaming thing took off. So you got Gala there, was one of the big ones. Sandbox is up there. All those are the ones that kind of. Yeah, right.
Yeah. They're all.
What is that? That's a gaming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was those are the kinds of things that kind of really took a lot of attention this year. But we had some good pumps. We had some good pumps this year too. So
yeah, bro. Just think about today. I mean, I would much rather have Richard being on Fox News than a pump any day of the week. I mean, that was that was like, I mean, Charles Payne. He I know, like my dad, he's retired, he's older, he watches Charles Payne. He sends me articles from him because he's like the conservative guy on Fox News who who asks the tough questions and really tackles the new crazy stuff, which we watch it, we all laugh, but to them it's like, this guy's really like the one that stands out to them. So seeing that from him, I think that was awesome, man. I really do.
Oh, absolutely. I was amazed that it actually like they actually made it happen. Like that's impressive. And that was the community that did that, man. Like there's the community has set up probably 99% of the things that you've seen done for Hex, the marketing, when they were putting it on buses in Europe. I don't know if you know, but like what's his name, Brent? He was he's like, I think he's one of Richard's friends. He's been a part of it from the beginning. But he's like a marketing guy, so I think I'm sure he's been instrumental in all that. If I had to guess, but thanks, Bit Finesse, man. I appreciate that comment.
And too, Richard, he'll rewatch that interview and recognize, like, when I'm doing these news interviews, I gotta let them ask their question. Like, he'll realize he kind of interrupted a little bit, but he did such a good job. He'll learn from it and he'll do better his next time on there, and he'll be flawless. He'll rewatch it and be like, all right, I need to fix this up, trim this up, and then he'll be crushing it next time. And now once he broke the ice and got through, I think now the sky's the limit, man. I think that was the icebreaker that he needed.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan, this was better. This was bigger.
Much better. Absolutely. I mean, listen, Hex is a pretty, it's a more serious like product. It's more analogous to an actual traditional finance product than anything else out there, really. You're right. I mean, it's something that you can utilize and it works perfectly. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, right? And there's not that many things that do that.
Exactly.
So, all right, so let's see what we got here. I wanted to check out.
It's so true, Skybank. Yeah, and your comment earlier, for sure. We're talking on Twitter. We'll figure that out in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that.
So yeah, stressing again. If you don't have any hex, now's a great time to pick some up, right? I mean, under 4 cents. Sure, we might go down a little bit more, but I mean, if you get in right now, you're fine. No matter what happens, you're probably going to be like in good shape, right? Now is a fantastic entry point. If you do happen to buy some hex, right? Any watchers that aren't already hex holders or stakers, if you do happen to get some hex, make sure you stake it. Because if you don't stake it, you're literally missing out on free hex tokens. Because
you're missing out on the whole point of owning hex.
It's right. Exactly like that's sure. I mean, people want the price appreciation, they want the rocket shit, but like that's you could get that with any token. You cannot stake any token right within its own smart contract. That's what makes hex unique. People fail to notice or understand that the fact that you can stake hex and it's all done right within its own ERC20 smart contract. There is no externalities. There's no third parties involved. Nothing. It's literally all done right in the smart contract and with you. That's it. You and the smart contract. And that's really, really unique.
And if you want, you can add another layer of security and add your ledger to it. Like with my hex stakes through hex.com, I have to plug my ledger in to my computer to access those stakes. So no one can touch them without my ledger. So it's hex is so secure, so
secure.
And
then not to mention it disappears. As soon as you stake it, it disappears. You know what I mean? It's no longer there. You can't steal something that you can't see because not everybody knows about hex. Not everybody, not all the thieves and the hackers are going to know to go to go.hex.com or whatever it is and go end the stake, and they're not all going to know that. And if you don't have any liquid hex in your wallet, they might not even know you have any, and they might not even go to even try to look. And you might have say someone got a hold of some of your information or got access to your account. They might not get anything just because of the way Hex is designed. It's super secure. Great product. Can't say enough about it.
Layers on top of that to make it even way more secure, which is great.
Yeah.
And two, also, next week we're gonna be having the guys on from Power City, and they're gonna be doing some really cool stuff with Pulse Chain and. Basically, I mean, it's risky. It requires bridging and stuff, but they're going to be basically you can take yield from one coin. Say you delegate your Pulse and you're earning Pulse X. you can move that over and stake it on another chain and start earning yield elsewhere. So it's kind of like a passive income wheel. It's really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Mobius, to even expound on that, that's a good point. And even if you have liquid hex in there, in that, while you can still remove the token from your MetaMask display, it's not like your token actually disappears. It just, it just takes that token out of your list. So I mean, that's a great idea. That's a great point. Then there's no trace of it.
Delete the app off your phone or delete the plugin, and then if you don't have a stake coming due for a while, you don't need to be opening up MetaMask every day to look at your hex or whatever. Do it through CoinMarketCap or Nomics. There's plenty of apps. You can have dummy accounts where you can put your portfolio in to CoinMarketCap and have all your coins there and track them in real time.
Yeah.
And do everything without having to go into MetaMask every time.
I use Gecko. I actually recently I added Gecko because Gecko has core. I couldn't find core. I couldn't find core like in some of the other ones. So, but
Core's
yeah,
on
that's
great.
Cap. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. Because I think Gecko gets its stuff from CoinMarketCap. Anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, regardless, it's just having that off of your devices when you're not using it is key. There's just no reason for it, especially if you don't really know what you're doing with crypto. You're just staking for the first time. You're using MetaMask once and you're done with it. Just delete it and put your words away somewhere safe and go back to it when you need it.
Totally. But yeah, I can't stress enough. Stake your hex, and right now, the fact that you can get a t-shirt, the base rate for a t-shirt right now is $864 US dollars. That's really, really, really cheap. You could stack t-shirts right now like a champ. You can you can get a bag right now. Like right now, you could actually jump from a squid to a dolphin if you do it right. I mean, that move was a very difficult move. When price was a lot higher, it was a lot harder to jump between leagues, between your staker leagues. So I love how he does the test net here. You see that he puts the test net prices 366.
I love it.
Oh, I wish, right? But look, this is just this is a good representation though, because now this is using the same, it's the same t-share rate, right? So if Hex was 366, the one t-shirt would cost $81,000. You know what I mean?
We're gonna be there too in a couple of years.
We're gonna be there. Like it's gonna and this is how and then look, payout per t-shirt, $21.80 per t-shirt every day, right? Now that's now we're talking.
Now you have 100 t-shares. Now you're talking $2,200 a day.
Right. And that's not like 100 t-shirts now, like that, you're a turtle, right? You're like a high level turtle. But then, I mean, you'll still be a high level turtle, I guess, but you're gonna have you're gonna be rich as hell. You're gonna be just making more money than you ever thought possible by doing nothing. That's the way to do it, man.
Yep.
So don't lose faith in Hex out there, guys. I know there's a lot to look at out there. It's option paralysis right now. It's one of my favorite terms because I get it, right? I go in the store, I'm going to buy a drink, right? A friggin' iced tea or some shit. And I'm like, there's shit, like, what do I do? It's like too many options, man. And then I just like freeze, and I just like get water or something, like give up. Like it's the same thing with crypto right now, man. You look at it, there's so many options. Like, how do you freaking whittle down and find the good shit? Well, for one thing, listen to us, all right? Because we're going to tell you what the good shit is. But once you find those good people, man, you just stick with the right people. There's so many good people in the Hex community. Pulse Chain's going to be, probably another even bigger good community because it's going to have a good foundation of hexagons that kind of started it. So, I'm really looking forward to it. But get them t-shares right now, people. 9.44% of Hex is staked. Hex.vision, one of my favorite old sites. Let's see how addresses are doing. This is one thing I've been curious about. So yesterday we had 474,126. Today, 474,257. So that's 130 roughly. It's pretty low. That's not a lot of addresses, but I wouldn't expect a lot of new users right now. We're like right in the midst of this bear market here.
To see in a couple days after Richard gets a little exposure to see if that, now we got 100. If in a couple days it's 300-400, we'll know if that did
Right.
anything.
Yeah, when we're doing really good, like when there's when there's a lot of adoption happening, we're usually at like between 300-400 new addresses on a daily basis. Let's look at Etherscan real quick. So Etherscan's got holders sitting at 305,461. And actually, I want to take a quick look at the Pulse X sacrifice wallet. I haven't looked at it in so long. See if there's any dumbasses that are out there still sending money to this address, right? If anyone's still sending money, I'm going to be like, I think I might just shut my screen off and walk away. Look at this.
There are
$9 billion. Wow. Look at all that hex. Look at all that hex, man. That's crazy. It's like 10 bill worth of hex, bro.
And the craziest thing is all of that is credited at like probably 18 to 22 cents. So you got to think all that 7x that price.
Oh yeah.
People are locked in. So think about how much Richard saved you if you sacrificed.
Oh, totally. Oh no, and we talked about this, guys. Just think about how horrible it would have been if Pulse Chain launched right before all this madness just happened and killed the market. How bad would that have sucked? That would have been a terrible start for Pulse Chain, man. Because sure, it would have started off, probably would have took off at first, done good, did what it was going to do, a lot of hype, blah blah blah. But then, right after that, crypto fucking crash, Luna crash, Celsius crash, Tether crash on the horizon, people losing faith in crypto left and right. That would have not have been a good time to have a brand new blockchain out there.
Yeah. I see, like, from watching some of Kevin O'Leary's interviews, I followed this channel, Stansberry Research on YouTube, Daniela Cambone. She's really good. She has just a lot of like the traditional guys, gold stocks, occasional crypto guy, but it's good to see what's going on that side of the market. And she had Kevin O'Leary on there about 3-4 weeks ago. And she specifically asked him about crypto. And he was like, the problem is over leveraged companies. There's going to be a huge company that goes down. And she's like, well, who's it going to be? And he's like, well, I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be someone big, I can tell you, I think. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, the whole Celsius debacle comes to light. So these guys,
he knew.
Richard knew, I think.
I think so too.
Waiting for the exact right time to launch. And I was been paying attention to Celsius because they were very close to being liquidated. Their liquidation number was at like 14,000 per Bitcoin a couple weeks ago, and they're repaying back a bunch of debt. And it's down to, I think they're at like 2,700. Yeah, 2,722 is their net liquidation price. So unless Bitcoin hits 2,700, they're not getting liquidated. So I don't see that happening at 14K. I mean, you get all these guys shorting Bitcoin from 20, you could probably get it there, funding it, and where we are right now. But at 2,700, I think that's not even an option. So, who knows? Is this mean we're closer to the bottom? I would hope yes. But again, always expect the opposite and be ready for both sides. Be ready for us to start pumping in 2-3 months, and be ready for us to chop sideways and start pumping in 6 months, 12 months.
Here's what I've realized every time that there's something, it's always the buy the rumor, sell the news. Always happens, man. Every time something's about to happen, and there's all the chatter. Oh man, this is X is gonna pump on this news. Blah blah blah. It's always the exact opposite. It's just like the same thing with Doge when Elon Musk went on SNL. Right? Everybody, Doge, he's gonna say something about Dogecoin and it's gonna fucking skyrocket to the moon.
Yeah, it's going to $1.
What happened? They knew everybody was thinking that. A bunch of the Doge big wallets. They knew it was happening. They knew people were thinking that. So what they do? They said, we're gonna make the top. And they right when SNL was on, they fucking started dumping it. And it started dumping like right after that show. It was crazy.
Yeah, remember the whole Wall Street bet stuff when they were saying, "Oh, we're gonna get XRP to $1. We're gonna pump it to $1 to show the SEC." Rah rah rah. And as soon as it started climbing, they were gonna do it at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it started pumping at like 6 o'clock. And I told everybody, "Watch, it's gonna dump like crazy. If it starts pumping, get the hell out. Buy it at like right now, just for whatever." And sure enough, it started pumping 50 cents, 60 cents, 65 cents. And right at like 70 cents, done. Right, crashed right back down. So we got out and we made like 70% and we were done. And it was beautiful.
So, look real quick. So here it is. All right. Here's the Pulse HEX sacrifice wallet.
So those are pending. Go to all transactions. There we go. So 12 hours.
Yeah, 13 hours ago, somebody sent something in.
See how
23
much
hours ago, 1 day ago. What's this bonus elite.eth? Probably a
see
scam.
how much that
these are only the Ether ones, so you can see it over on the right. This is 0.1 ETH. But here, look. I mean, 4 days ago, someone sent a whole Ether in again. Still, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, now look. Watch. I know. Why would you just like buy Hex, right, and then get a copy? Like, that's ridiculous.
So one of the guys in our Discord, I'm not gonna say who it was, but he was trying to get one of his friends to sacrifice for Pulse HEX, and somehow his dumbass sent this Hex to the hex.com wallet.
What?
Never been he was one of like tons of people that did it, but there's never been 1 cent transaction, anything from the account. It's just racking up all these coins from these idiots that don't know what they're doing. But it's like, man, that sucks for you. And it was a lot. It was thousands of dollars too.
All right, look, but here's one thing I wanted to point out, right? You always hear the FUD about, oh, Richard's he's spending all that sacrifice money on his fucking watches and all his designer shit. Can you look here? Look. Has any of that Hex gone anywhere? Then none of that Hex has gone anywhere. That Hex has stayed there for the entire duration, and it has not moved, not even once. So if we look at the ERC20 transactions, actually.
Yeah, see if there's any outgoing.
Now there's going to be, you'll see that when they turn other shit into stables.
That's what I was getting at. Only stables, probably.
Right. Look, just 3 days ago, someone sent in 4,000 Hex. Like, what? 20 Tether, 500 Matic, 33 Chainlink, 10,000 Hex, 21.
What's 10,000 Hex? Was that $300?
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you doing, bro? Why are these? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't understand these people. I just don't get them. Wrapped Loon, LUNC. That's the isn't that the old? That's the Luna Classic, right? Somebody sent down 1,000 wrapped Luna.
Yeah, that's what. Oh my god. I'm not even getting credited, dude. There's like a very, I didn't even realize there was a list of coins on Matic. It was only like 10 coins that they accepted.
Right.
Did you know
Oh,
that?
what the fuck? I did, yeah. Well, I might not have actually. I may not have known that there was certain ones.
Because when we did the Vulcan Forge thing, I just sent it in because I didn't have enough Matic to swap it to Hex. So I was like, all right, whatever. It's got a 500, 600 bucks of value. I'm sure they'll take it. And I emailed one of the guys in the Twitter or the Telegram, and they're like, dude, did you read the list of coins that were eligible? I was like, obviously not, man. What do you think? And they're
Yes,
like,
I read it and did it anyway.
yeah, they're dicks about it. And I was like, oh well, whatever.
See, the problem with a lot of these outs is like this is not legit. This right here, like whatever this is, this sacrifice X, that's not I don't know what that is, but it's
Just a scam coin.
well, that's what I mean. But I didn't even learn this until recently. They can make it look like the Pulse X sacrifice wallet sent this token, and that's what all this is. Some scammer trying to make it look like that it was sent from this address. It's crazy you can do that, right?
Dude, they gotta fix this stuff because that can deter people that don't know what they're looking at.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, I guess they would. That's tough to even get there, but yeah, it's just fun to look at.
Unless they're
Hex Machina going deep.
yeah, I love it. There's 100,000 hex in that. I don't even see that sacrifice X is not even in there. Not even in that wallet. That's weird.
Let's buy some on Binance. What's the address?
It's not on Binance. Man.
That's funny.
I don't know what that is though. I don't know what that sacrifice X interacted with. What the hell?
That was one transaction, but they broke it up probably into a ton of different coins or a ton of different micro transactions.
Right.
So then it came up so he did it like that to show up as hundreds of sacrifices to make his coin look legitimate, probably.
Right, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's definitely weird. But yeah, once again, I'm sure that's all that it is. It's one of those scammers freaking doing something. So, but yeah, I wanted to go back to the last like actual thing they sent out of there, just out of curiosity to see what they're up to. Look, they haven't done really anything though in a while. So they
60 pages of this guy's nonsense first.
I know, right? What the hell? Bunch of nonsense. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Is there a way to?
God, get Gunther in here. He's too busy giving away Pulse Doge.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he gave away 1,000 Pulse Doge to 2 random people tonight.
What? I want to be one of those random people.
Well, you should have put your MetaMask address on the tweet. You could have had a 0.2% chance.
What was he asking for? He said all you gotta do is post your seed phrase.
Nah, just a MetaMask address.
Bitfinesse, what do you got going on, man? Are you like flipping trucks or something, bro? I think
So he pushed it out 24. There you go, bro. He pushed it out 24 hours, so you got a chance of winning.
Oh, he did. Oh, all right.
There you go. Moby is dropping some up to date information.
This was the first one. I don't know if you guys remember. This was the first one. This Hexatron. Everybody went crazy about it because they're like, "Oh my god, it was sent from the Pulse X sacrifice," and then we realized it actually was just a scam. So that was the first one of those that I've seen. So hopefully we're close to.
There's still 10 billion in there. I doubt he sent much out.
I don't think he sent any hex out. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean.
I don't think there's been a single hex token that was sacrificed that was swapped for anything else.
Nope.
Or even sent anywhere else. I think it's all still just sitting there.
Yep, 100% is.
Jesus Christ, this Hexatron nonsense.
Yeah.
This is why Ethereum gets clogged up right here because of stupid shit like this. People doing stupid bulk sends and freaking scammy bullshit that takes
gonna
up.
go on forever, bro. He's sending 7 coins at a time.
Yeah, I mean it's never. It's here. Let me just
go to last.
Let's just go to last. It's only the last 10,000.
Dude, this guy spammed the entire.
This is a different one. HXRS. That's a different one. That's like all there is. It's all spam shit.
Yeah, there's not one. Yeah, there you go.
I didn't see a single freaking. I didn't see a single actual out. Let me see. So anyway, yeah. So that that just goes to show you that he's got plans for whatever he's doing. All that hex is just sitting there. It's in good hands, and people forget. I mean, Richard's probably got a lot of Bitcoin. He's probably he used to mine it. Everybody knows what he was mining back in the day. He's got lots of Bitcoin. He's probably got plenty of freaking every Ethereum and all kinds of other shit. He's not going to sell Hex. Of all the things he's got, why would he sell Hex? Right? The hell sense would that make?
Yep.
So, all right. So anyway, I wanted to do a real quick staker update, global staker stats, and then I got to hop off, and then you could do your.
Oh yeah, I thought you were done. My bad.
Other crypto news. No, you can. That's fine. Yeah, leave it right there. So, globally, we have 95,934 stakers. We're approaching that 100,000 staker mark, which is really, really cool. That's going to be a big milestone. We're sitting at just about 2.3 billion US dollars is staked right now. Average duration, as we were looking at earlier, is 2,406 days, which is 6.59 years. For the leagues, let's see. So we had no changes in the shells, which really don't matter anyway. I'm just kidding. Shy shrimp, 12 new shy shrimp, 16 new cool crabs, 33 new turtles, 5 new squids, 1 new dolphin, and then no change in the sharks and the whales. So that's, hey, it's growth, man. It's slow growth, but it's gradual. It's slow, gradual, organic growth. And you can't ask for much more in the middle of a bear market, And
I'm just looking at this here too, outside of Hex. I mean, I've been talking about Quant a lot in the Discord and a lot lately. It's one of the coins that I'm most bullish on out of anything out there. I mean, the supply of Quant is 14 million coins. It's 2/3 as scarce as Bitcoin. And just the amount of institutional demand and the use case for it with all the CBDCs and the way it's structured, how you have to buy Quant tokens to have access to their software. I mean, what they're doing is, it checks every box. All their partnerships are, everyone you want to see, all the big players. And, I think for people out there that haven't heard of it or have seen it, but don't know what it is, just not financial advice. I do this every day, all day, but to not buy 10 or 20 of them, 10 of them now is about $600. I mean, it was down around $50. I mean, anything under $100, I think is just like a once in a lifetime opportunity this coin, honestly, I think is going to $5,000-$10,000 by when CBDCs are launched in 2025, 2026.
Yeah, that's another thing that people keep your eye on that, man. The governments are they're in the background right now, and they're trying to figure out the best way to maximize their profits in this industry and their control in this industry. So just know it's going to be coming. So always pay attention. Always try to be prepared, so that you don't get caught, with your pants down, and then lose any of your money, because you don't want to do that. On that note, Adam, I'm going to peace out. Do your thing. Make sure you get some more people to get some solos so they can get some free core.
Yeah. If you guys want, I'll just run through a couple things that I've been keeping my eye on, and I'll just go do that for 5-10 minutes. If not, I'll just jump off now too.
All right, guys. Bitfinesse, Mobius, as always, guys. Love to see you. Love chatting with you. Tin Top, Russ, Skybank 23, Mary. If you guys are all still here, thanks for joining us. Much appreciated, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Saturday.
Peace out. Saturday.
Yeah, for our stream.
This is our stream. It's on Saturday now. Or it's on Wednesday now.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's true. Oh yeah. Well, it's not Hex News, but yeah, the other stream Saturday.
Oh man. All right. To be decided. So, all right, guys. Take it easy. Love y'all. Peace.
All right. That was awesome. Brian is the man. He when we were out in Vegas, he won one of the best streamer awards with I forget his name. He's got the pink mohawk. He's a Hexican, but he was one of like 3 streamers to get one. So to have Brian come and doing the Hex News now, super excited for that. So that'll be a kind of a weekly segment that we'll be bringing back. And now with Richard, making the mainstream now, hopefully this will kind of be the end of the capitulation and the start of the climbing up the nomics ladder back up to the top 5, top 3 again. So this was the weekly. I'm just gonna pull up the daily here because it seemed like we had pumps everywhere. So the coins I'm looking at right now outside of Hex are everything that are utility driven. This next bull run, I think, is going to be all utility driven. If you don't have a solid use case with a carbon neutral, carbon negative blockchain, it's going to be a problem. I mean, they're really going to start hammering down this ESG, ISO standards, this whole carbon negative, the green standards. It's coming. And a thing that I saw today that really scared me was I didn't even realize that I knew that the CBDCs were being piloted, that they're being tested everywhere. I didn't know that they had 2 of them actually up and running already. Nigeria and the Bahamas already have retail CBDCs that are running, which that is scary because that is the death of freedom. Once that is the main currency, all of our freedom with cash, because that's going to be the play, is to get rid of cash, get everyone on the CBDCs. I don't know what they're going to do to make that transition, but what I'm going to try to do is get in now, ride this bull run up in 3 years or whatever, get out, and then, buy do something outside of this system, because I don't want to be tied to it. I want to have real life assets. And, there's some people we've been talking to, projects on Pulse Chain, that are really going to be doing stuff with tying in real life assets with houses, with, other tangible, valuable things that you can kind of build your net worth with outside of crypto. Because I really do think regulation is going to cripple all the meme coins, all the nonsense. Anyone that ICO'd incorrectly, they're going to come after. and Gary Gensler is on a mission. This Ripple case is not going well. They're pretty much getting embarrassed. People are quitting left and right, and they're gonna, I think, I don't know, settle. They're gonna lose whatever happens, but they're gonna come at whoever they come after next. They're gonna drop the hammer on, and I'm hearing it's gonna be Binance. So if that happens, that could be the black swan event that, you know, is the next leg down, or, you know, a tether collapse, or, you know, just more capitulation and we're trending down. So another leg down brings us to 18, 16. And then from there, you might see that nasty wick down to where Richard was saying 11K, which I personally didn't believe him as much as he got me into Hex years ago, watching every one of his videos. I kind of thought I fell for the narrative. Oh, there's so much institutional money in this time. It's going to be different. We're at a $3 trillion market cap. There's way more money in it. You know, we got stable coins. It's not 2017, because I was there. I got wrecked in Chainlink. I watched it pump up and lose everything. And sure enough, same thing happened. Richard's spot on. So, you know, I'm kind of that kind of checked me a little bit, and, you know, made me realize that, yeah, Richard, he knows what he's doing. So Pulse is coming out. It's going to be amazing. Everyone that sacrificed for it. But outside of that stuff that I'm looking at, like I said, Quant, and tied in with them is XDC and Casper Network. Here's XDC, Zinfin. They're going to be working with the financial messaging service system. So basically, banks communicating with each other. It's a $19 trillion industry that is decrepit, is ancient, and needs to be replaced. And in all of the documents I read from like the World Economic Forum, the IMF, the BIS, XDC is in there along with Casper as the two companies that are going to be kind of disrupting that financial messaging service. I don't even think Casper is going to be on here. It's such a small coin. I mean, literally nobody knows what it is. So few people talk about it, but it's already ISO approved. It's already whatever ISO compliant. But this is Casper Network, CSPR. You can. It's hard to find. You got to get it on like BitTrue and these small exchanges. But with those exchanges, you can buy and withdraw instantly. And Casper has a native wallet, and I have all of mine in there staked or delegated, getting 10% interest. So if you want to read about Casper, you can. It's I really like it. These are like kind of home run plays. You know, these are the 500x coins that I really think are going to happen. I really started doing this in like 2019, 2020, and this research led me to Hex, Matic, Chainlink at like $1.25, Polkadot at $4, Cardano at 5 cents. You know, I was in a lot of the coins that did 50, 100, 200 X's. So that same research that I did to find those coins is digging up, you know, Casper, XDC, API 3. This is another coin I really like. Small market cap, like $150 million. But what is crazy about this coin is it's one of the most, if you go on GitHub and look at the amount of people doing things on there, API 3 is one of the coins that has the most work and development being done on there. And why I like it is you can stake it and you can get, right now it's only 12.5%, but it was up to, you got to connect your wallet for it to show up, but it's like whatever, 12.5%. It was at 40, but you know, this coin it's a Chainlink competitor. One definitely to keep an eye out on. Some of the partners that they have. This was one of the tweets on their Twitter, and it shows all who they're partnering with here. So basically, Polkadot and interoperability is what they are really going after now. They have so many other use cases, but this is what I was looking at earlier. And if you know anything about Polkadot and Kusama, Moonbeam, they're all about interoperability. And that is definitely the future. Web 0, layer 0, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, we're still a long way away. But this is the time where in the bear market, you look at these coins and, you know, you kind of pick ones that you like and ones that have the use case, have the partnerships. And I think most importantly, the ISO standard, the ISO 2022. That is going to be massive moving forward, which is another reason I love HBAR, Hedera hash graph. I mean, the governing, we've talked about this coin a lot on there. It's a DLT, just like XRP, XLM, two of the other coins that are already ISO approved, whatever you want to. There's no coins that are approved, but they have a standard, and these coins meet those standards. If you don't in the future, you're going to get fined. You're going to be came down on hard by the tree huggers and the SEC, whatever. But Hedera DLT, it's a little bit different than what Quant and XRP, XLM, XDC, Casper, those guys are more in like the settlements and the financial messaging services. Hedera is a distributed ledger, going to be working with like retailers so they can do thousands of transactions a second. And during their supply chains are basically going to be built on Hedera. So if you look at their governing council, I mean, Avery Dennison, Boeing, all these companies around here, they're massive. Ubisoft, the biggest gaming company in the world. Hedera just announced they're bringing the first AAA gaming studio to Hedera. DeFi is just now coming to Hedera. The HBAR Foundation is literally has $500 million that they are giving out to basically anybody in the community willing to develop, anyone that has projects. They're the reason that the APY is so high right now for this Stater Labs. The Stater Labs got a grant from the HBAR Foundation of a ton of HBAR to load the hell out of this pool. So anyone that's staked is getting 40%, just like Hex. You know, you can unstake whenever. You know, I mean, obviously, I don't have all of it staked. I took half of what I had, which was 12,000 at the time. But we've dumped a lot. But HBAR is down to like 6 cents right now. I mean, this is not worth much at all. I mean, it might be a 500. I don't well, like $800, something like that. And that was, a couple thousand months ago. So now's the time to get into these coins, stake it. I mean, I've already made 1,200, and this has only been up for less than 2 months. So, I'm just going to let this ride out and just keep slowly adding to it and just accumulating HBAR, just like I'm accumulating Hex. And what Brian was talking about earlier with Sologenic and Corium. By holding Sologenic right here, this coin is deflationary. The entire supply has been launched and it's on the XRP ledger. And I was looking into some stuff that the XRP ledger is doing, and they're getting into basically real estate for countries is going onto the XRP ledger. There's third world countries that are going to be doing real estate on the XRP ledger. They're about to Michael Jordan's about to launch his NFTs on XRP. I mean, there's just so much going on. And Sologenics is a DEX on their NFT marketplace. And they also are going to have a trading platform for stocks. That's sologenic.com. They got two websites, one for the NFT, the DEX, and the other for the other product. This is what really got me interested in them. And just for owning this coin, you get the Corium airdrop every month, and it's just more free money. So we got into this coin in October at like 10 cents. It ran up to $6. It did a 60x, and then we got airdropped our supply. They had 200 million coins, then they airdropped the other 200 million to token holders. So we got a ton of free Solo, and that Solo in turn, we just for holding it are getting Corium every month, and we're going to get it for 6 more months. And then there's going to be a community vote because it's a DAO. Only the token holders get to vote on what to do with it. So it's, I mean, obviously we're taking risks here, but we're doing it smartly. We're doing it calculated. API, we're getting only 12.5%. But you know what? This coin was at $10. It's like $1.80 now. It's down 80% from its all-time high. So you can get 80% more coins than when you could a year ago. So that 12%, I mean, we're 2 years away from the next bull run. That's 25% more coins you can have going into that bull run. And that could be your profit you take. I mean, there's just so much out there outside of Hex that we want to bring this stuff out to your attention. This was another coin, Yield App. I found this with Hex back in the day. I bought this coin at a couple pennies. I think I might have been like 8 or 9 cents. Wrote it up to $1 and sold it because what they're doing is it's a wallet, and you put your crypto in there and it automatically finds yield for all your coins. You don't have to do anything. You keep your coins in there, you stake them, and you just start gaining yield on your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, whatever you have in that wallet. And I thought it was awesome, so I looked into it. But of course, in America, we couldn't use it. So I just kind of looked past it, whatever, forgot about it. And now they're signing partnerships with Unstoppable Domains. They got 80,000 users in the last month. So this was an altcoin that was completely off my radar. And now, after seeing all this development, all the users in a bear market, it's something that I'm going to look at now and take, it's a $13 million market cap. I mean, this coin's got a 50x in it in the next bull run. So this is the time to get into them. So, yeah, we do our research. We look at the teams, read the white papers, look at partnerships, look at tokenomics, who's holding it. So, XLM, another one that we really like, because unlike XRP, which is going to be used, we already know it, XLM does not sit on 50% of the supply in an account sitting in escrow. It's so there's certain things that separate these coins from certain projects from products. And even though these are projects, Stellar is partnered with Starlink. That's Elon Musk's new internet system. I don't know if you ever looked at the website, but Starlink is fascinating. It's basically, high-speed internet to anyone in the world. So once this goes up and running, they're partnered with XLM. XLM also owns MoneyGram now. So you go to Walmart and send money somewhere, that's going to be XLM that is doing that transaction. It's going to be instant settlement on the other end versus whatever it is now, days. So a lot of these coins are going to be used in the future. They're already signing partnerships. So these are the coins that, we're looking at, that we're identifying, and we are putting money into. So that's pretty much all I got for today. We're going to be having Power City on next Wednesday. They are building on Pulse Chain. They have a rolling sacrifice going. So we'll talk more with them. It's a really cool project. And then Saturday nights is going to be the night where I kind of talk about everything outside of Richard Hart. This is going to be Wednesdays, the Hex News, and then kind of just some other market stuff, whatever, like it was now. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We're really going to be going at this 2-3 times a week now and start to be consistent and really try to get this thing growing. So thank you for the support. Lindsay, the ladies are streaming Friday, so make sure to tune in for that. I know she's having Redbird on, and I believe one other person that's not confirmed, but yeah, that'll be great. Shout out to Lindsay. She's crushing it. She's doing stuff with the ladies golf tournament that's coming for PulseCon. So, we'll be out there representing, meeting everybody. Hopefully all you guys are coming. And on that note, I'm signing off. Thank you, Bitfinesse. Appreciate it. You're a legend. Appreciate the support. Mobius, Russ, Skybank, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in a couple weeks. We'll cement that and get that locked up. Who else was in here? Marion, thank you for stopping in. And on Tin Top and Sandra, wow, Thomas, Graphene, appreciate it. We will see you guys on Saturday. Oh, actually, I gotta play this commercial. I'm still so new at this.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.